Good morning. I'm Michelle Harvey, Vice President of Expansion and Innovation with Learn for Life. We are glad that you could attend the virtual College Week. Learn for Life has an articulation agreement with the 1890 Foundation. This gives our students access to over 19 universities in which they can attend. This morning, I would like to introduce to you our College Access Program Manager, Ms. Cheryl Moore. Cheryl, good morning.
Good morning, Michelle. Thank you so very much. Welcome all of you to our virtual college tour experience. We are so overjoyed to have each of you join us. Today, hailing all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina, we have representing Bennett College, home of the Bennett Bells, Miss Jasmine Faison. Jasmine, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning from the heart of Greensboro, North Carolina. My name is Jasmine Faison. I am an admissions counselor and recruiter for Bennett College. I also serve as our inaugural Poet Laureate, and I'm also a proud graduate of Bennett College class of 2010. Again, welcome to the Bennett College session. We are so happy to be here with you all this morning. So I am going to share my screen, and I will be going through a very simple PowerPoint just to highlight some different information that I will be sharing today in regards to Bennett College. All right, so why Bennett? Bennett is a small private all-women's college, again, located in the heart of Greensboro, North Carolina. We were originally founded in 1873. We're actually a co-ed institution at that time. At that time, there were not many educational opportunities for students of color in the city of Greensboro, and so we were a multi-generational learning experience. We had one large program that housed younger students, high school age students, and also young adult learners as well. As time went on, some of the different institutions started to sprout up here in Greensboro. Some of the elementary schools, James B. Dudley High School, which is one of the more popular high schools here, North Carolina A&T State University, our fellow HBCU across the street, was founded. And so that kind of weeded out bits and pieces of our student population. So by 1926, we were essentially left with mostly young adult aged women who were looking for their higher education. And so in 1926, we did become an all-women's college, and we have been an all-women's college ever since. I'm going to share some brief remarks with you from our 40th Miss Bennett College, Miss Taylor Adkins. We actually just concluded our elections for this upcoming school year. So we have elected our 41st Miss Bennett College, Miss Hannah Ross, who hails from Durham, North Carolina. But please enjoy some reflections, again, from the 40th Miss Bennett College, Miss Taylor Adkins.
Hi, my name is Taylor Adkins. I'm a junior interdisciplinary studies major from Nashville, Tennessee, and I proudly serve as the 40th Miss Bennett College for the 2019-2020 academic school year. And I'm here to tell you why Bennett. College is a place where you can learn, develop, and cultivate skills that you'll need to be an impactful individual in the real world. Bennett meets who you are, where you are, and helps you on your journey to meet the woman you will become. At Bennett, our smallness is our strength. With intimate class sizes, you get the opportunity one-on-one with teachers who care about you as an individual and not just a number. That's why I chose Bennett. I was looking at all these other schools, but Bennett was the only one where I felt truly at home, safe, nurtured, cared for, and that there were people who would look out for me to make sure that I graduated and succeeded in all the things that I went out to do. While at Bennett, I've also met so many amazing women and made such great relationships. Bennett has not only provided me with an education for my future, but sisterhood for life.
Awesome. Thank you, Taylor. So again, some quick facts about Bennett. Again, we were founded in 1873 and became an all-women's college in 1926. We are one of only 2 all-women's HBCUs in the country. So what a special place to be that is specifically catered towards the education, the learning, and the growth and development of young women. Our student to faculty ratio is 8-to-1. So when we say we have small class sizes at Bennett, we really mean that. And those small class sizes guarantee a very personalized learning experience for all of our students. Students have full access to their professors and other faculty members and staff. Students also have full access to other resources on campus like the Student Success Center, the Office of Career Services, the Office of Student Experience and Activities. And so being a part of that smaller environment, again, offers our students the opportunity to have access to pretty much anything at any time. Tuition and fees at Bennett College is just over about $28,000. So that is a combination of about $19,000 and some change for your tuition and fees and about $8,000 and some change for your room and board. And we are also a member of the Greater Greensboro Consortium program. So Greensboro is a college town, and we are lucky to be surrounded by 6 other major colleges and universities. We are located directly across the street from North Carolina A&T State University, our fellow HBCU brothers and sisters. And then we are also in close proximity to the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, which is one of the UNC system top schools. And then we're also located close to Guilford College, High Point University, Elon University, Guilford Technical Community College, and also Greensboro College. So we all partner together through the consortium program. So essentially that means that any student from any of those schools are able to interchangeably take classes at some of the other campuses. That gives our students the opportunity to have to create a more well-rounded college experience for themselves, to be able to expand their network both academically and socially, and it gives our students the opportunity to experience different teaching and learning styles on some of the different campuses. All right, admissions requirements. So admission to Bennett College is very simple. And here's our roadmap. So first, we want the students to apply. Our application is available on our website at www.bennett.edu. We have waived all of our application fees, so no need to worry about that. We can also be found on the Common Black College application. That is an application for students who are interested in applying to multiple HBCUs at once. And so you are able to pay a small fee and you have access to apply to up to 100 of the nation's HBCUs. So we definitely encourage that avenue if you're interested in applying to more than one HBCU. And we are also found on CFNC, the College Foundation of North Carolina. And so we encourage all of our Carolina girls to go through the CFNC application. The next step after you complete your application would be to submit your documents. We require that you submit a copy of your transcript. We do accept unofficial transcripts to make an admissions decision, and we will require the official later on towards the end of the school year. And right now, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are back to being test optional. We were test optional for several years. In 2016, we did decide to require test scores, although there was no minimum set score requirement. So essentially, a student's ACT or SAT scores did not have an effect on their admissions decision unless there were some challenges with GPA, in which we would need to look at test scores for some supplemental information to justify an admissions decision. So again, transcripts and test scores are optional this year. Once we receive your application and receive your documents, you will go through what we call the evaluation period. So that is when we will review your transcript, review your application, review any supplementary materials you'd like to submit, such as an optional essay or optional recommendation letters. And then we will review all of that information, determine if you're eligible for scholarships, and then we'll move forward to the acceptance stage, with regular acceptance starting at a 2.5 minimum GPA, and then the Emerging Scholars Program acceptance starting at a 2.0. So our Emerging Scholars Program is essentially kind of sort of like a bridge program. So it gives students the opportunity to still apply and be accepted to Bennett College with a 2.0 through certain stipulations of the Emerging Scholars Program. And those requirements are that you work with a student success coach to come up with a cohesive plan on how or what you need to be successful and how we can support that so that the student can have a plan to achieve at a higher level once they get to college. And then the student will also be required to attend some tutoring sessions and to engage in some other academic resources, again, just to make sure that that student feels fully supported in their academics so that they can achieve at the highest level possible. Academic programs. So we offer a series of majors and minors, and then we also partner with North Carolina A&T State University for some dual degree programs as well. Some of our more popular programs are the Journalism and Media Studies major. So that's for any ladies who are interested in going into the media industry, radio, film, television, social media management, PR, marketing. We even have a growing interest in sports entertainment. And so that would be an excellent program if those are your career goals. That department actually has a brand new building on campus. We have a new studio, a green screen, access to unlimited electronic equipment. And so really, really awesome program, definitely a campus favorite. Some other popular programs are our biology program. So students who are interested in going into the medical fields and any of the health industry fields, that is going to be the major for you. Although it is a general biology program, there are several different pathways to get you to where you need to go if you have more specific interests such as nursing, such as physical therapy, health and nutrition. And then of course the program will prepare you to be medical school ready as well. Business, another one of our top programs. One of the great things about the business major is that there's an entrepreneurial studies component to the business major to encourage our students to become entrepreneurs, start their own businesses, and own their own brands. So whether you are a business major or not, you still have the opportunity to enjoy some of the benefits of that entrepreneurship program. And essentially, you'll have the opportunity to build a business plan, start a blueprint for yourself so that when you graduate, you've already got a plan that you can follow and that you can implement once you're ready to get that business up off the ground. Other popular programs are our political science program, psychology, also our English program as well. Political science is going to be the avenue for students who are interested in going into law or politics, and that is a program that will have you law school ready, as well as the English program and the psychology program. Because of the writing skills that you will gain through those programs, those will also prepare you for law school as well. Our social work program is actually one of my favorites. We actually have just been reaccredited with our social work program. And so there are a lot of new resources and incentives coming to our students through that major. And traditionally or historically, social work and elementary education is kind of what we were known for during some of our earlier days. So we're really excited for the relaunch of our social work program. Dual degree programs at A&T, there are 4 options if you are interested in going into the engineering field. What this program looks like is that you will take a portion of your courses at Bennett, so mostly the part of the degree that's kind of in the front of the description. So the chemistry, the math, those would be the courses that you would take at Bennett, as well as your other general education requirements. And then the second half, the engineering courses, those would be the majority of the courses that you would take over at A&T. And then once you finish that program, you will graduate with a degree from both institutions. Student clubs and organizations. So student life is super important to the Bennett College experience. Because we are a smaller campus, we kind of operate like a family. Bennett is like a place where everybody knows everyone. Everyone is super supportive, super helpful. Around any turn, around any bend, there's always someone to support you. And so campus life is definitely a big part, again, of the Bennett College experience. And we have several clubs and organizations that you can see here that support a lot of our students' different interests. So these clubs range from academic clubs to social clubs. We have a dance team, a cheer team, we have a modeling troupe, and then we also have Greek letter organizations on our campus as well. The great thing about our Office of Student Experience and Activities is that they are super open to innovation and change when it comes to student clubs and organizations. So if you see that there's a club that we are not offering based on your specific interests, we challenge you to start that club. The Office of Student Activities will give you like a starter toolkit to help you get, your organization up off the ground. All you need to do is galvanize some of your sisters and your classmates to kind of help join you in your efforts, and then we'll give you everything that you need to get started. And so really excited as each year goes by for the different clubs and organizations that pop up based on our students' different interests. So next steps once a student is accepted to Bennett College. So of course, we want you to share the good news with everyone. And so we encourage our students to share their admissions decision on social media using the hashtag #BeABelle, so that you can let all of your family and friends in the greater Bennett College community know that you have been accepted to Bennett College. Next, we encourage our students to complete the FAFSA. This is a requirement if you are going to be seeking financial aid at Bennett College. You must add Bennett College's school code to your FAFSA form. That code is 002911. And that way, once you add our code, we are able to retrieve your FAFSA information and we're able to process a financial aid package for you. Once you have completed the FAFSA, we also encourage you to let us know when you have completed it so that we can set you up with a financial aid appointment as soon as possible. Each year, the FAFSA opens on October the 1st, so that will be coming up in just a few short weeks. So we encourage you to jump on that as soon as possible. The sooner you get your FAFSA done, the sooner you're done with it, and the sooner you can find out from the schools of your choice what your financial standing is at that college. Once you have gone through the financial aid process, you've accepted any scholarships you might be eligible for, you've accepted your financial aid package, you have decided to choose Bennett College as your collegiate home, we encourage you to submit your enrollment deposit. That deposit is a $150 non-refundable deposit fee, and that fee does reserve your seat in the upcoming class. That fee also doubles as your housing deposit for your freshwoman year. And so that's kind of like a one-stop shop in terms of that fee. Once you are no longer a fresh woman, once you are moving on to sophomore, junior, senior year, you do not have to pay an enrollment deposit every year. You would pay a smaller fee just for your housing deposit. And then once you have secured your deposit to Bennett, or even before you've secured your deposit, step 4 can kind of go either before or after 3. We want you to engage with us. We want you to view our online virtual tour. We want you to join us for virtual events. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, we are virtual this semester. If you are interested in learning more about our fall 2020 virtual plan, you are welcome to visit www.bennett.edu. You'll see the fall 2020 plan advertised as soon as the page pops up. You can just click on that and it will take you to a full toolkit that will give you all of the information about what we are doing this semester to be virtual. It was a really, really tough decision for us this year, but the safety and protection of our students, faculty, and staff is our #1 priority. And so it made sense for us to go virtual to allow everyone to stay home until we feel that it is safe enough to bring everyone back to campus. So again, we invite you to engage with us through our online virtual tour, which can be found on our website, and to also join us for virtual events such as this one and many others. Scholarships. Of course, you want to know, what are we offering outside of our great campus culture, our academic programs, and our beautiful campus? You want to know, show me the money. For starters, we are a United Negro College Fund affiliated school, otherwise known as UNCF. I encourage you all to visit uncf.org, create a student profile, and apply for any scholarships that you are eligible for. UNCF is an organization that provides scholarship opportunities to thousands of students all across the country who are interested in going to HBCUs. And so again, we encourage you, visit uncf.org, create a student profile, and apply. We will accept any scholarships that are earned through UNCF. And at the end of every year, we always hear back that there's so many scholarship dollars still out there that students have not applied for. So by all means, do not be afraid to apply for UNCF scholarships. Even if you feel like, I might not be the best candidate, you never know the type of grace that someone can have over you based on your full package. And so don't let those small hiccups in your information deter you from seeking out those opportunities. Now, Bennett College does offer admission scholarships starting at a 2.7 GPA. These scholarships are solely determined by your GPA. So again, we are not using test scores or other information to determine your eligibility. These scholarships range from $5,000 to $28,000. So for example, if you have between a 2.7 and a 2.99, you are eligible for the $5,000. If you have between a 3.0 and a 3.59, you are eligible for $10,000. If you have between a 3.6 and a 3.99, you are eligible for $14,874. And if you have a 4.0 GPA, you do qualify for a full ride scholarship. So that is the full $28,000. All of our scholarships are on a first come, first serve basis. So again, it is very important for you to complete your FAFSA, for you to get your name in that scholarship pool so that we can award you the scholarship that you have rightfully earned. We do also offer one DACA scholarship per year. So if you are an undocumented student or you know of an undocumented student who needs an opportunity, we would love to provide that opportunity at Bennett College through our DACA scholarship, and we do offer one of those every academic school year. In addition to our admission scholarships, we do also offer other institutional scholarships based on different criteria. So those scholarships could be based on your GPA. They could be based on the major that you are interested in. It could be based on the hometown that you're from. It could be based on a relationship that you may have with one of our alumni. Some of our departments also offer specific scholarships for students who have specific goals in biology and in journalism and media studies, and so on and so forth. So you do have the opportunity to apply for those as well. Once you go through the financial aid process, once you know what you're eligible for admission scholarships, if there's anything else that you qualify for those institutional scholarships or department scholarships, our financial aid team will let you know at that time, and they'll let you know if there's anything else that you need to complete in order to get through those processes. In addition, we accept pretty much all other outside scholarships. So again, apply. If your school is giving out a scholarship, if your local church or religious institution is giving out a scholarship, parents, employers sometimes give out scholarships, local fraternities and sororities and different lodges and other companies and nonprofits. Apply. Every little bit helps. All right, so upcoming events. So we are actually hosting our first ever virtual fall open house. So this is going to take place on Saturday, October the 17th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So this will be the opportunity for you to engage with us through Zoom, and we'll also be streaming through YouTube Live through the Bennett College YouTube channel. And so you'll have the opportunity to hear from some different folks on campus. Our president, Suzanne Walsh, who is super dynamic, super exciting, and super involved with our campus and our students. So you'll be able to hear greetings from her. You'll be able to see a little bit of our campus culture reflected in some videos and some live performances. You'll learn more about the admissions process if you still have questions about that. You'll be able to ask questions about financial aid and you'll be able to speak with a live financial aid team member. And then you'll also get to hear a little bit about some of our academic programs and some of our other campus resources. So you are able to RSVP for this event on our website, again, bennett.edu. And then once you officially apply to Bennett, any student that is an applicant or that has submitted an online inquiry letting us know that they are interested in Bennett, we will absolutely be sharing more detailed information with you about open house via email. So be on the lookout for that as well. All right, so contacting us. This is my information. Again, my name is Jasmine Faison. You are always welcome to contact me via email, via my cell, via my office line. And then we also encourage you to reach out to us on social media. We are on 3 different platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Myself and my colleague, Miss Brittany Harris, are the 2 team members who like we directly run the social media pages. So if you submit a question or an inquiry or some indication of interest, you will reach one of us and we'll be able to reply to you directly. So, you know, don't feel like, you know, you're submitting a request and it might go through 1,000 people. You're getting right to the right folks when you contact us through social media. So again, you are more than welcome to contact us on any of those social media platforms, and you're welcome to contact me via email, cell, or office phone. We are also, we are virtual, but admission staff does work in the office on a skeleton type of schedule, Monday through Friday. So we have one team member that works on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. I serve the office on Thursdays, and then we do all work virtually on Fridays. The campus is not open to visitors, but again, if you visit our website and you contact us on one of our office lines, someone is in the office every day to be able to respond to you. All right, so that concludes the presentation. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I know we're going to have some time for question and answer. But again, Bennett College is a small private all women's college, small kind of hometown, family-oriented feel, but very, very big and mighty in terms of the resources and opportunities that we offer our students. Bennett is a place where the girl you are meets the woman that you will become. And as a Bennett College graduate, I am definitely a living testament to that slogan and that theme. And then, of course, going to a women's college sisterhood. That is our thing, ladies. So you are going to be joining an awesome network of women from all across the country, from all different walks of life, who are all coming together with the common goal of being educated, being empowered, being encouraged to be their boldest, most confident, most beautiful, and brightest selves. Bennett College breeds leaders in many different forms. And so you will have the opportunity, again, not only to engage in activities and resources that will enhance you academically and professionally, but you will have the opportunity to explore yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, so that when you walk away, when you leave our beautiful campus, you are more than equipped to take on the world and anything that the world has to throw at you. Bennett women are movers and shakers at the national and the global level, and so we encourage you to come on over to Bennett College and join us.
Wow. I tell you what, Jasmine, you are hard to follow. Thank you so much for that dynamic presentation and for so much comprehensive information. We really, really appreciate it. Lorena, I'm not sure if there are any questions in the queue. Are there any questions at this time?
Well, one that I have is, as far as you provided a lot of great information, but as far as students wanting some partnership, I guess, or opportunities to engage in maybe some of the different types of sports, or do you have like any close partnerships with maybe schools that have like a football team or other things that maybe Bennett doesn't offer?
Great question. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So yes, we are a smaller school, so we don't have any athletics programs, but we are in partnership with North Carolina A&T. So a student can still be a full-time student at Bennett College and play on one of the A&T teams. Now that is up to the student to reach directly out to the coaching staff and to kind of set that up on their own, but they do have the opportunity to do that. We've had several young women who have played on their basketball team, their softball team. One of my classmates actually became the captain of the Golden Delight majorettes team that accompanies the band, which was like completely unheard of for somebody not an A&T student to fill that role. And so students definitely have the opportunity for both athletic programs and also for the band and the majorettes team as well.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
I have with you. Go ahead.
You have one? Okay, great. So you are one of two all women's institutions, and I'm sure that there are a lot of misconceptions and myths about attending an all women's college. You care to
Yes.
speak to that and maybe dispel a few of those myths?
Sure, absolutely. So we hear it all. It's not fun. There's no fun without, the guys on campus. Women are too catty. I don't want to be in that type of drama-filled environment. Absolutely not the case. The great thing about being at a women's college is that choosing to be at a women's college means that you are making the choice to be in partnership with other young women. And so you are making the choice to not be someone that is engaged in drama or any type of conflict. You're choosing women's empowerment. You're choosing the growth and the development of young women. And so our students that come through Bennett kind of come through the doors knowing that. And then that's something that we will always encourage and push as well. Sisterhood is something that is super powerful. Why spend time, against each other when you can come together and be a much more powerful unit? And so that's something that is instilled in all of our students from the very beginning. I mean, starting at like the application process, all the way through when a student graduates. We also have a big sister, little sister program on campus. And so that gives every fresh woman that comes to campus a big sister that's a junior or a senior. So somebody to just kind of show her the ropes and let her know that, again, we are all one big, beautiful network and we are all here to support each other. And then another great thing about going to a women's college is that there's really nothing that happens that doesn't apply to you. You don't have to like see all this stuff about stuff going on at campus. You're like, oh, that doesn't fit me, or oh, I can't go to that. That doesn't apply to me. Everything that we do pretty much applies to everything because it all has to do with, again, the growth, development, education of young women. And so we have an ACES program on campus that stands for Academic Cultural Enrichment Series. So that gives our students the opportunity to engage in activities and seminars that will help them to enhance their critical thinking skills, their listening skills, their ability to ask critical questions, and their ability to network. We've had students who have gotten full-time job offers just from a connection that they made with, a financial advisor that did a workshop for us at an ACES program. And then the clubs and organizations are always doing different things on campus. So again, everything is pretty much centered around young women. And then sometimes, it can be a little helpful to like not have the male distraction around sometimes. You can kind of let your hair down, be your authentic self, kind of live in your womanhood, and kind of walk into that without any distractions, so that, can be a plus too. And again, Greensboro is a college town. So I always tell my students, you'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with other people from different places and from all over. But, take pride in being on a campus that was specifically designed for you.
Perfect. Perfect. I think another question that I would have is, could you speak to some of the support services that you would have on campus? Most all of our students would be a long way from home if she decided to attend Bennett College. So could you speak to some of the support services that Bennett offers?
Absolutely. So the admissions team is always the first support team. We are the team that kind of acclimates the students to the college and make them feel welcome, connect them with other students or alumni from their area. And so that's kind of the first start. Our alumni base is definitely going to be a huge, huge support system for our students. Bennett alums are some of the best college alums around. Bennett women are like super committed and dedicated, and they are always willing to reach out to students, especially students from their different hometowns. So a lot of times before the students will leave to come to campus, the local alumni chapter will host like a send-off and provide students with different gifts and different support, just to let them know that they're there for them while they're away and that they'll be there to support them when they come back home to visit. And then on-campus support services. So for academic services, you'll definitely have the Office of Student Success and Retention. That office is specifically dedicated to ensuring that students have the academic resources that they need to kind of stay on track. Each student has an individual success coach. So this is a coach that will, during their first year, help them develop their schedule, help them really set a plan for how they want to move forward, the timeline of when they plan to graduate, and then everything that kind of falls into that. And then after the freshwoman year, the student will move on to their major advisor. And so they will have that advisor as their source of academic support, but they'll still be able to access their original success coach if need be as well. The Office of Student Experience and Activities, that is definitely like our campus support, so clubs and organizations, SGA, the Queens Association, so that's Miss Bennett College and her Royal Court. That office is completely committed to giving students, you know, the social experience that they're looking for on campus. And then under the umbrella of student experience falls our Health and Wellness Center. So that's where students have access to mental health services, counseling, other forms of therapy. And then they also have access to healthcare, and they have access to a nurse and a doctor on campus on certain days a week as well. And then the Office of Career Services, they are always there to support students as they are developing their professional skills, as they are becoming more interested in internships and job opportunities. That office is there to support them to, you know, not only pursue those goals in terms of internships while they're in school, but to help support them once they graduate and moving into those opportunities. Bennett is actually one of the top, as small as we are actually one of the top 10 HBCUs to not only get our students to and through Bennett, but to support them to get to and through graduate level programs as well. And so they'll have lots of opportunities there. And again, because we're a smaller school, we've got that family oriented feel. You can't really like just disappear and like no one knows what's going on with you. There's always someone that's going to be there to support you and to connect you with the right people to make sure you have what you need to be fully supported at any level.
Perfect. And may I say, I love the nomenclature, fresh woman. I mean, that's a t-shirt,
Yes.
coffee mug. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure.
Yes. We want to instill in our students early that you are a woman. Now, you might not be fully into your womanhood yet, but you are on your way. And so that is a term that we've been using for many, many years.
Perfect. Perfect. Anyone else with any questions? If not, Michelle, do you have any final words for us? I think you're still muted. Go.
Thank you. I would just like to say, Ms. Faison, thank you so much. What a thorough presentation of Bennett College. I was beaming with pride over my North Carolina roots, and I hope that our students have enjoyed your presentation. It was very informative. I learned a lot from it. So I'm certain that our students and families did. Thank you so much. Ms. Moore, would you like to close us out?
Absolutely. Again, Jasmine, it's been wonderful, and we look forward to working with you in the very near future. And to all of our students, thank you so much for connecting with us. And remember, you can do anything as long as you have the passion, the drive, the focus, and the support. And guess what? We support and we believe in you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.